I had to fix it like this so that I can make sure that. Okay, so hopefully you can see me when I do this video. Okay, so let me introduce myself again. My name is Chairs Graves. I am with the Jefferson Area Board for the Aging, and I'm a long-term care ombudsman. If you're not familiar with our program, the long-term care ombudsman program, we advocate for people who live in long-term care facilities. So those would be people living in nursing homes, assisted living facilities, memory care, and we've kind of broadened those advocacies in regards to, training. And a specific area of interest of mine was dementia and people who are living with the brain changes of dementia. And so I kind of like to start off and saying, if we're going to be talking about dementia, what is it? So, what is dementia? And so what I'd like you to do is pull out of your pocket. I need you to do that. Pull it out of your pocket, and this is your wipe-on, wipe-off board. So put it right here. I need y'all to do this with me, right here. This is your wipe-on, wipe-off board. You're like, I didn't know this was going to be interactive here. Now I need you to pull out your dry erase marker. Okay, and then I want you to write dementia.
Oh, I'm real.
Just write it out. It's okay. Come as close to the spelling as you can.
I was trying to write left-handed over here. Isn't that what
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, write it out and then put equals, dementia equals Alzheimer's. Write that out. Which equals memory loss. Shall I write all that out?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want you to take that eraser cloth that comes with the wipe-on, wipe-off board, pick it up, bring it over to the board, and I want you to erase it. Erase really well. You big and erase it. Because you know what? That's not correct. Okay? Dementia is brain failure. Okay? It's brain failure. But there are 4 truths about dementia. All right? Put up 2 fingers. It's always impacting at least 2 parts of your brain. Okay? It is, do this for me. It's progressive. It's chronic. It is going to get worse. All right? Then I want you to do this. That's actually the American Sign Language for stop. There's nothing you can do to stop it. It's progressive. It's going to get worse. You cannot stop it, and then I want you to do this. The person will eventually die from it. Now we're all going to die. I mean, that's just, we all are going to die with one. But this person will die from dementia. So, if we're looking at a person living with dementia, I want y'all to do this. Charlene, Ashley, Dina, you guys are in this you're in this unique position to provide care and support to a person living with dementia. And I want you to do this. You have the ability to help that person shine. You have the ability to help the person define what that person still has left to support them and help them shine. Okay? So if we're looking at dementia and the person's brain is dying, but we also have to look at, then we're going to have to look at the brain. Okay? So right now, I want you to do this. Vroom, 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 vroom. Try it again. Vroom, vroom, vroom. The brain here is the driving system. I want you to do this. Everything in here drives everything in our body. Okay? So what we have to look at first, and I'm just kind of giving you a broad overview. There's no test, but you need to I need to understand how the brain, the different parts of the brain, to be able to understand how that changes when somebody has dementia. So first thing we have to do is the deep part of the brain, okay? Deep in there. So first part of your brain is formed. It's the last part of the brain. You're going to keep it the longest, okay? And that's your limbic system, all right? I want you to do this. It drives up and down your wake-sleep cycle, okay? I want you to do this. This is actually the sign for potty. Somebody has kids. This is the sign for potty. You're peeing, you're pooping. Okay? Your hunger and your thirst, your emotions. All right? That's all in your limbic system. Your impulse. I want what I want when I want it. Say that with me. I want what I want when I want it. All that is in your limbic system. All right? Now, also in the limbic system, deep, farther down in there is your amygdala. All right? So I want you to do this with me. Fight. Do what you gotta do with me. Fight.
Fight.
Fright. Or flight. Okay? It's an automatic, autonomic response. Okay? So I want you to close your eyes for a second. Okay. Now, close your eyes, and I want you to think about little spiders all of a sudden crawling next to you. Oh my goodness, and now they're coming up your legs, they're getting in your hair, and then we've got some little snakes coming up too. You can feel them in your ears, in your hair. Okay, now I want you to open your eyes. What did you want to do when I had you? Shirley had a very strong reaction. What did you want to do?
Open my eyes.
You wanted to open your eyes and do what?
Start scratching.
Start what now?
Scratching.
Start scratching. Anybody else want to do something? Did y'all want to sit there? Did you
No, I wanted to move.
You wanted to move.
I just wanted to like touch my face.
You wanted to touch your face. You wanted to move. You wanted to strike them. Okay? That is your amygdala. It's telling you danger, danger. It's a very primitive response. Somebody goes through something traumatic, that is, how many of you have ever seen a resident who is just going, help, help, or you can literally...
the one that is talking about snakes all the time.
Right? or you see them literally frozen up like this. There's something that is enacted, that amygdala, that fight, fright, or flight. And we're going to go into some examples of that and how we can support, when you put your hands out here again, how we can support a resident so that we don't trigger that. Okay? Nobody's trying to trigger that. You are here because you want to help and care for people who have who are living with dementia. And we were talking about it before you came in, Charlene, about your work with people with intellectual disabilities. You have a vast experience in working with people with the brain changes of dementia. So what I'm here to do today is kind of broaden that look of what is dementia, what are the brain changes going on, and again, let's do this, how we're going to support that person and help them shine. All right, so the other part, okay, so we talked about what was kind of deep in the brain. The other part is that I want you to do this. Okay, this part right here, and I'm drawing a blank. So sorry, guys. Limbic system. Oh, this is called your, right up here, is called your prefrontal cortex right here. Okay? This is the part of your brain, put your hand right here, all right, that helps you see something from another person's perspective. Do this. Okay? This is the part what helps you control impulses. Okay? How many times have you guys seen a toddler go up and another toddler has the same toy that they want, and they will walk up there, take that toy, and just walk away with it? And if that other toddler starts crying, what do? They bop them on the head. Have you guys ever seen that? Because you know what? This part of the brain has not developed. Okay? This part of the brain does not develop until probably your mid-20s, sometimes late 20s. All right? And this part, being able to see it from another person's perspective, sometimes people don't ever even gain that.
Yeah.
Okay? So this part of your brain is going to be dying before your limbic system. Okay? So if they see something, I want what I want when I want it, then they're going to go take it. This also helps their ability to see something from somebody else's perspective there. Also, your emotions helps to control impulses and emotions. all right here. So, what we also need to look at is how people take in the information that's out there. Everybody do this with me. Information that's out there, take it and put it here. Okay, and there's 5 ways. 5, put your hands up. 5 ways that people take in information that's out there and put it in here. Number 1, visual. This is the primary, the preferred way that human beings take in information. Okay? So, if you go into a grocery store, you've never been to this grocery store before, and you need to grab some hamburger meat, you need to grab chips and some buns. You have no idea. This is a new grocery store. What are you going to do when you go in that grocery store to figure out where you want to go?
Look at the top of the little,
Say that again.
look at the top of the numbers, aisles, or whatever.
You're going to go look at the aisles. Are you waiting for them to come over the intercom system and say, hamburger buns, if you're looking for those, they're on aisle 3. Nope. You're looking for, visually looking for something. Okay? So. Did I just communicate to each of you?
Mm-hmm.
Did I say a word? How did I communicate to you? Using
Body language.
body language, and what did you have to use? Visuals. Okay? What do we like to do as care partners for people with it? You know, what do we like to do more of?
Verbal.
What did you just say? Verbal. Okay, was I able to communicate to you everything that I wanted you to do without saying a word? Have you ever been, let's say, to church or a synagogue, anything, and how do you know when it's time to stand up and sit down? Who? The minister may do what?
All right.
All rise. And then if you're not really sure, what do you start doing?
Looking around.
Yes, yes, Tina's exactly right. What do you start? You look for visual cues from everybody. Now, do you wait for the person 2 rows ahead of you to turn around and go, hey guys, it's time to sit down? No, I'm looking to see, and watch. One person starts sitting down, everybody starts sitting down. Okay, so this is primary, it's the preferred way human beings take in information. Second, what's the second way? Hearing, okay? Hearing. So, and we're going to get into how we process hearing in a little bit in just a minute. But if you hear a big crash out there, a big sound, what are you going to go do?
Go look for
Ooh, say it again. I'm
it. Go look for it.
going to go look for it. Okay? Because visually you need to see so you can make an assessment. You're going to go look for it. All right? Third way we take in information. This is a big one. Do put your finger right here. Put it right here. You feel something, you do something. You do something, you feel something. All right? This is important. This is a big one. All right? Let me tell you, if we go to interact with a resident before you've got a visual and a verbal, I want you to put your hand right out here, put your arm, take that middle finger, I want you to flick right there. Flick. How does that feel?
Not good.
It doesn't, it does not feel good. So if you go in to try to interact with somebody living with brain changes of dementia, before you get a visual and a verbal, you just go straight in to provide care or anything, it's going to hurt. It's not only, it's going to hurt the resident, it's going to hurt you. Okay, and we're going to build on that. All right. Fourth way we take in information is smell and taste. So those are pretty primitive ways. Those are pretty primitive ways that we're taking in information. So smell. If somebody is losing their sense of smell, and they may not smell that the food's gone bad in the refrigerator. or that there is urine smell in their room or on their person. And they most certainly can't see it from your perspective. So if I'm going up to Miss Smith, we gotta take care of that. We had a little accident. She doesn't smell anything. She can't see it from your perspective. Tasting. If that taste is diminishing, then someone may be eating food that's been spoiled and they can't taste, and that safety awareness that they have is gone because you're losing that. That's all right up here. Okay. So, Danny, can I get some gloves from you guys? Like just plastic gloves real quick. Is there a place that would have some?
Yeah, right on the counter.
Can I get in my seat now?
Thank you. Oh yeah, y'all can switch now. Sorry about that. Thank you. Are y'all worn out?
I am. I worked all day. I've been here since 6. So.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much. All
And
right.
I've been up since 2 o'clock.
All right. Now, what we're going to look at, oops. Sorry, this is just, all right, Shirley. She's like, oh, can I have you come stand right here for me? Thank you, ma'am. Okay, I'm gonna have you praise Ashley and Dina. All right, now,
I had syndrome attention.
you're what? Are you okay?
Yep.
Okay, so what I want you to do, I want you to close your eyes and put your hands behind your back. Because I'm just telling you right now, I want Shirley to feel very vulnerable. Okay? All right. Shirley. So Shirley, you can sit back down for a second. What did you want? What did you want to do?
Swing.
Swing. She
Funny.
wanted to swing.
That's weird. Yeah, I don't like that feeling.
Did not like that. She wanted to swing. What did I not give Shirley before I touched her?
A warning?
Oh, how? How would I have given her a warning?
No
You
verbal.
better talk to her.
No verbal, or what's the primary reason?
Visual.
Visual. I did not give her, she had no idea where I was coming from. I did not give her a visual. I did not give her a verbal. So do this. I didn't give her either one of these. So put your arm out. What did I go with first?
Touch.
Yes, touch. I went with touch. So do this. All right. See, that hurt. She did not like that. Poor Shirley. I mean, that was not fair to her, was it? Now what? She said she wanted to do that. She probably wanted to swap me. I didn't want to swap me. So if we see a resident doing that, what do we call that? If a resident, you see him doing this or
Being aggressive.
aggressive, combative. Okay? So what I'm saying is, let's rewind it, and we need to be asking the question, why? Say that with me.
Why?
Why? Okay? People just don't start hitting other people. We've got to back it up. Do this. Time out. What's going on here? Why is this resident doing this? Okay? Now, Shirley, I'm not going to do it to you. We're going to do it a different way. Okay? Now. All right. So, Shirley. Hey, how we doing? Yeah? You know what? We got one more here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Great. Got some stuff on her head. Perfect. And what about that one? Yeah. Ah. Perfect. So why don't we go get something to eat? Yeah? Okay. How did that feel?
Better.
Better. What part about that felt? You can sit down now. I feel like I'm the doctor. You can sit down. What felt better about that?
My eyes were open for one thing.
Eyes were open, yeah, she could see, okay. And so for having your eyes open, what
I
else?
could see what's coming at me.
Okay. And now I want to try a little something here. I'm going to come back up. I'm gonna do the nice one, not the one that's going to scare you. To do this again, I come here. All right. Now, she was following my visual cue. She did it on her own. Now, let's say Shirley did not. Let's say I'm doing this. She's not picking up. She's not doing that. All right. Then I can come up. If I'm here, I can be like,
Is this a hand under hand?
yeah. So y'all done this. Y'all know hand under hand? Okay. So y'all learned that, how to
Yes.
come in. Okay. So you can do hand under hand. Now the other piece that I'm going to show you that we'll look at is these fingers here are my strength fingers. These are my skills. So y'all know that. Pardon me?
I learned stuff like that in Toga.
See, I learned it in Toga too, but I learned it with Tifa Snow. So
Oh yeah. So Tiva Snow. Yes. Have you gone to some of her training?
I actually went to her actual training in Culpeper
Oh.
last year.
That's awesome. That's wonderful. So did y'all get to practice some of these skills? Yay. Okay, so this is the exact kind of thing. So you know that these are your skill fingers.
Yeah.
So then you can pick up and do it.
Yeah, we learned how to feed that way too.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
You're awesome. Yay. So was she leading the whole? That's great. Okay, so let's do. So we're going to practice this, Ashley and Dina, and go over practicing this skill. All right, and then we're going to tie this all together. So what I want y'all to do, y'all can use gloves or not use gloves. I want you guys to practice. Dina and Ashley, come up. All right. So first, Ashley, I want you to stand, face me, turn around. All right, close your eyes, put your hands behind your back, and Dina, I need you to do what I did just a minute ago. Ashley? No. So what do you want to do, Ashley?
Open my eyes.
You want to open your eyes
Yeah.
and
Just see what was going on, like,
Yeah,
you know,
okay. So I want y'all to reverse that and you.
Don't hit me. I'm waking up, but you can't hear me. Pulling your pants down.
So Dina, how is that feeling?
Well, Lori does it to me all the time. Doesn't bother me.
Well, she'll walk up on you.
Yeah,
Like,
she
and
walks-
she's
So
she's
good?
one of the residents. Like, she's
Yeah.
real slouchy, and she's just like, and she'll, and you don't even know she's
And
there.
But I know it's her, so I mean,
Okay. Okay.
maybe if I was in the streets or something,
Yeah.
grocery store or something,
Yeah.
yeah, it might be different.
So show me right now. Y'all, but now, Ashley, you know the hand under hand. Dina, are you familiar with?
I see it on video, but I'm not.
Okay, well that's what it's good. That's what this is for. So we
it's
can
been a
practice.
few years.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to show it to you here. Here. I always said here. Make a butterfly, and then this way. All right. And what's so great about this when you're in here too, and I'm sure Shirley, you know this, you can then put pressure into the palm of the person's hand. Deep pressure into the palm of somebody's hand is very calming.
And if they want to let go, they can let go. You're not holding them. So basically, they can pull away if they want to pull away.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have y'all just do that just so I can see. Okay. And then Dina, you kind of be the person who kind of comes in. Yeah, just, here we go. Okay, butterfly. Perfect. And then try pushing some pressure into her hand. There you go. Can you feel the pressure actually? Okay. You guys are so good. Okay. So, knowing kind of, again, some of you guys already knew this, Shirley, and the hand in her hand, but kind of knowing what you know now, how would you maybe make some changes in how your interactions with the residents that you're working with?
I know I won't walk up on them no more.
You're not going to walk up on them anymore? Okay, that's great. Good. Any other thoughts?
So I was always told in other previous trainings that you're always supposed to explain what you're gonna do and when you're gonna do it as you're getting ready to do it.
So how could you do that without using, if the primary way the
By
person.
using visual
Mhm.
and body language.
So, so for example, let's say you wanted to help somebody with a shower. What are some visuals that you could do in preparing the person to take a shower, not using any verbal?
So I would take some towels in there, like, and
No, that's excellent, that's
Or take
perfect.
a washcloth and act like you're washing
Yes,
your shower.
Shelley, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, those are perfect, you know? You could take in the shampoo, look, shower, washcloth, you could demonstrate, we're gonna do this, and then maybe you'll be like, oh, I got this. You know, you might even say,
She's talking about something I don't wanna do.
what
Yeah.
now?
But she said, they thinking, she talking about something I don't wanna do.
Yeah.
Right, and then it'd be like, okay, so what may have happened before that the person did something that I don't wanna do? Okay, so then it's taking it back, and we could kind of dig in a little bit deeper. If the person is still resistant to it, why? Always ask yourself why. What is going on that the resident is resistant to not wanting to do it? And what supports do they need? We all need supports. What supports does this person need to make this successful?
You know, some people didn't take showers.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
very
back.
good, Dina. Yes,
Yeah.
very good.
So that's what they still wanna do.
Yeah, which is so true.
That is great. So how do we do that? Finding out from their family members. That's excellent. And that's what I would say to do. That's excellent. So what would you say too? What is a way that you feel like as a team and you have a challenge like that, or I'm not really quite sure how to do the hand under hand, what can you do to kind of practice these skills as a team here at Linden House? What would you do so you can really broaden your skills? Think about it for just a minute.
What, educate everybody else and what we learn?
Practice with your coworkers.
Yes, practice with your coworkers. Okay? Practice with each other. It is not, like you said, oh, I've done it, but it's kind of, you just have to practice it.
Keep doing it.
Keep doing it. Every time I do a training, I'm like, ooh, I missed this, or that's why I videotape myself, so I can practice the skill. Charlene's gone through this training before. So she's another. Who are your resources? And everybody do this. It is okay to take time out. This, this is what I'm doing right now is not working. That's okay. Okay? So you take a time out and take a break and regroup. I need to pull some other people in to help me figure this out. And then go back in. So I think that's really important. I'm going to turn this off because I've done my 20 minutes and being videotaped.